Hey there, Braden. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you guys can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. My name is Seleni McGregor, and I just work with small business owners across the state of Utah. I'm actually based out of Utah County myself. So I put together a quick custom video for you about your online presence, specifically just how you're stacking up against your competitors. There's no sales pitch in here, just pure value for you. So I'm sure you're sitting there at this point asking yourself, well, why would she be doing this? What's the catch? Well, those are very fair questions. I've just found that most local business owners are too busy actually running their business. They're swamped with payroll, helping customers, answering questions, just staying on top of jobs. And many times learning how to leverage the internet to benefit their companies just gets buried underneath all of the other to-dos. And let's be real, half the time the only reason they haven't hired somebody yet is because they don't know who to trust and who is truly an expert. So that is exactly why I make videos like this. I've found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of things that they can actually do to impact their business for free, it's resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, hey, I like you, Seleni, can you please just handle this for me? So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and you can see I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan that I gave you and do it yourself, that totally works for me too. So now let me show you the 3 things that'll set all aboard above your competition. Don't want to waste any more of your time or mine, so I'll be as brief as possible. The 3 things that I want to cover today is first, content, second, citations, and third, backlinks. So first up is content. Since Google isn't human, it doesn't know exactly what you do. So it has to be told what you do with your content. So content is basically anything that you can see here that is highlighted. This can include text, pictures, what the pictures are saved as, what's behind the pictures. That all can be considered content. So to give you an example of what I'm talking about with the images, if we click on any of these images here and do a save as, we can see what the pictures are actually saved as. You can see here it's not saved as anything specific, just an untitled design tag there. Let's jump up. I don't know if this one is an image. Yes. Untitled design there as well. So this would be a great place to be able to include detailed descriptions using keywords that will actually help boost your content and have you be found for those things. These are all things that the Google bots can read and basically get an idea of what the business is, the services that you offer, the areas that you're targeting, and that is all going to help position you in the search ranking. The goal is having unique and authoritative content, and you want to have enough of it to be able to add in the right keywords or key phrases that people are actually searching for. So most business owners know that they need content, but what they don't know is that in order to rank number 1 on Google, the average content count is 1,500 to 2,400 words on your homepage, while making sure that it includes the right keywords and phrases. Right now, when I plugged in your site, it looks like we're plugged in everything here on this word counter. It's a free tool that you're able to use. Looks like you're sitting around 936 words there on your homepage. Again, like I said, minimum is that 1,500 words that we would want to get your homepage onto. Now, if we jump over here, I have this really cool tool called Ahrefs. It typically costs a couple $100s a month that you're able to go out and grab yourself if you decide to use it, but essentially it gives me behind the scene details of what Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site and getting in an idea of what is working well for you and what is working well for your competition. So I ran a quick scan here. Let's actually jump over to your competition first. These guys are Mike Bachman Plumbing, showing their site here as well, just to give you an idea, which I know I just typed in plumbing. I know you guys do multiple services. Everything I talk about today regarding plumbing can be the same for all the services that you offer. So they're all handled in a similar way, but just grabbed one of them to give you an idea today. So grabbed his website, threw it in here. We can see a quick overview of how many keywords are being found on his website. It looks like he's got about 81 keywords and the type of traffic that his website is pulling in. Now, we're actually going to dive deeper into this keywords section. So if we click on that, we can actually see here the keywords that he is being positioned high for. So you can see all of these are like position 1 and 2 for these keywords. Really important to keep track of this volume column here. And then of course over here we have the exact keywords. So this one is specific to his name, but like this one, Ogden plumbers, being searched 100 times a month. Position 2. Second position here, plumbers Ogden, searched 150 times a month. Position 1, that's his name, which wouldn't apply to you there. Another one, Ogden plumber, 90 searches per month. Just in those few searches alone, you've got a few hundred people that are searching for plumbing services alone. And similarly, I mean, you'd have these type of metrics for specific keywords for all of your different services. So if we jump over here then to your website, we see a similar overview of how many keywords are being found on your website, what type of traffic that website is bringing in. And again, obviously we wouldn't need to dive deeper into the keywords here because we can see your website actually doesn't have any of these type of keywords here on it. So just kind of letting you see that what type of traffic you could be missing out on just using even some of these top keywords, and you'd want to use them more times and in different strategic ways than them to help be boosted to the top there. And we'll talk about a little bit later, but your content is what's really helping you be found for the services that you offer. And then later on, we'll talk about authority, which will actually help here in the rankings. Because it's one thing, we see a lot of clients that have positions that they have the keywords on their website, but their rankings might be, second, third, fourth, fifth page of Google. Whereas with like a lot of these, you want to be in that first page of Google, preferably number 1, 2, or 3 spot on Google. So anyways, this kind of gives you an idea, again, all these great keywords that you're able to utilize and go for that way, and just see what type of traffic that you'd be able to help drive to your site if you were able to use those keywords. So again, first thing you need to do to help beat out your competition is just making sure to get this site to a minimum of 1,500 keywords or content with being keyword rich. That way you're being found. This is totally 100% beatable if you're able to get this done. Now, second thing here, we're going to actually jump over here to Google. Where did my Google go? It jumped away. Let's jump into Google here. Okay, if we type in plumbers Ogden. Sorry, dyslexic here. Oh, and I typed plumbers wrong. Not watching what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Plumbers Ogden, one of those high volume searches here. First thing that we're going to notice here is the ads section, right? Everybody knows that there's a sponsored ads section. The thing about ads is that ads can work, but they can also be a huge money pit if your foundation or your website isn't dialed in. So just be careful to not burn your money just with ads if your website is not ready to convert those customers. So just a quick plug there. But we're actually going to jump down below the ads section to the coveted map pack section right here. I'm sure that you're aware of this area, you've seen it, you've used it, and possibly even thought to yourself, how in the world can I get my business up on here? Well, really, citations are super simple. Citations are just your business's name, address, and phone number listed on all of these online directories such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star. They just need to match your Google listing exactly. And having these citations helps Google to be able to verify and give relevance to your local business. So the number one thing that you can do today to help push yourself, I'm going to drag this over here, to help push yourself to the top of these 3 spots on the map pack, you just need to increase your citation game. When you get more citations than your competitor, especially ones from authoritative and industry-specific websites, your credibility will boost, you'll gain more trust from Google, which will then push you to the top. Now you might be asking yourself, okay, but how do I actually do that? Well, you can use websites like WhiteSpark or Bright Local, and they'll tell us exactly which directories your company's or your competition is listed on, and then we can go out and match those directories, but we don't want to just match them. We're going to go out and get even more than them and dominate them in that area. So if they've got 100, we're going to go out and get 150 or 200. Now let's jump into the last thing that we're going to go over with you today, which is backlinks, often called link juice. This is the third pillar that's really going to help you dominate in Google. So after the ad section, after this map pack section, we're going to scroll down past that to the organics listing section down here. You can see here that your website is not ranked as number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, anywhere here on this first page of Google. Now, this is where we want to be. And in order to get here, you need to beat out your competition in every aspect. So you need authority. How do you get that authority? Well, this is where backlinks comes into play. So the easiest way to think about link juice or backlinks is to think about it like a popularity contest back in high school. You want the coolest, most popular kid to be recommending you. So in this popularity contest, you want the business with the most relevant link juice or authority. Then you'll be the winner. And I say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. So you are a plumber, an HVAC, right? All of those things. Well, you wouldn't want to have a backlink from an ice cream shop linking back to you because you guys don't churn ice cream. Although tasty, that backlink would be kind of useless to you. But having a backlink from a local blog or construction company would be a lot more effective. So let's jump back over here into our Ahrefs tool. We can see here that your website has 31 backlinks linking back to it. Not bad, but not dominant. If we look over here at your competitor, let's jump over here in their overview, we can see they've got 292 backlinks linking back to them. Once again, very beatable with time. We're actually even able to jump in here and see the exact links that they've got and measure up and see which ones are quality, go out and get those, or better ones for your company as well. So again, those are the 3 things that you're able to do today to help increase your online presence, focusing on your content, getting the 1,500 words with the right phrases, making sure you're utilizing those keywords. All of these pictures, you can totally be utilizing those keywords to be putting them back there. And then second, citations, making sure to get your name, address, and phone number out there online to beat out your competition by a landslide. And then lastly, making sure you have more relevant quality sites pointing back to you guys to show Google that you are the authority. If you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google. It's really that simple. So I'm sure you're wondering, okay, well, what now? Well, if you feel like you can that you cannot handle any more clients every month, then that's absolutely fair. Nothing to be done. Just send me a quick note telling me you watched this video and have it and what your thoughts are about it. I would really appreciate your feedback. And then go ahead and just take this information. Or on the other hand, if you're ready to grow, you can implement these strategies today that I've given you the exact formula that lots of businesses pay tons of dollars to have. Now, if you have found this information valuable and are one of those business owners still to raise their hands for the most effective route with support and guidance to design a custom strategy to accelerate your growth, I'd love to offer you a free 45-minute discovery session. Just go ahead and respond to this email. We'll set up a time to chat and dive deeper into your specific situation and see what I can do to help your business really thrive. Once again, my name is Seleni, and I look forward to your email. Have a great day.